Listen up, bro. Your identity defines your habits and your actions. Therefore, you might have found yourself lost in identity because you're influenced by the people around you. You get to know people at school, maybe at your study, maybe at work. You create this kind of social circle and you act exactly like your friends or your peers in this social circle. And that's the reason you are the person you are today. And you might struggle with how to change that identity and how to develop habits for yourself. And I'm gonna help you with that in this video to tell you exactly how you can change it, how you can change this to work in your favor. Myself, I've been struggling with this, I think, for a long time. When I was a kid, for example, I wanted to be a footballer. So my identity was to play football every single day because I wanted to be a professional footballer. Later this changed. Obviously, I got into high school. I met different people. I became this kind of samey skater guy. I used to hang out with all these, we used to call them hipsters, with a fixed gear bike. I called this style at the time, I called this always on the move. I always had my backpack and my quick bike and my sporty shoes, like trainers. After that, when I moved to a different city, I got more into a kind of social circle with people listening to gangster music, people using a lot of drugs. Myself, I started selling some drugs as well. At the time, I was hanging out more with people who were doing not so good things, doing quite bad things. And then later, when I moved back to my hometown of The Hague, I became more into football. So I became this kind of, they call it casual guys. So, or maybe outsiders would call it hooligans. So everybody wearing the same kind of clobber, it's called. So the same Fred Perry polos and the same Adidas shoes. We all try to fit in, right? And you get influenced by the people you surround yourself with. And usually this is not something you choose yourself, right? You usually don't choose, oh, this is a group I want to be part of, or this is the identity I want. You kind of roll into it, right? You probably recognize this. And this is very important because this influences you unconsciously to act in a certain way, which may be not in line with your values. And since your identity is the single most important thing to form your habits and your actions, it's very important to be very well aware of this thing and make sure that you make it work for you. So what I would recommend you to do once you have high aims, you have high goals and a certain vision for your life where you want to go, is to make sure you align your identity with this. For example, myself, right now, I am an athlete. I recently ran a marathon. I am working out every single day in the gym, in the kickboxing gym. I am running 3 times a week. So I'm like this real athlete right now. That's the identity I gave myself. And also I'm putting a lot of work in. I've started these daily YouTube videos to help other people become the person they want, to let go of bad habits, especially using drugs and smoking weed, and to turn their lives around like I did myself, to become successful and actually enjoy the fruits of your labor. So the single most important thing is to make sure you are very well aware of your identity and then change your identity into the thing you want to become. So you have a vision. I want to be successful. I want to be a millionaire. I want to be a family man. I want to have this girlfriend and this many children. What you need to do is to write down very clear what person you want to be. And once you've written this down, you have to make very clear what behavior this type of person shows, what kind of people this person surrounds himself with, what kind of habits this person has. If you want to be a successful entrepreneur, you might want to get into reading, into networking, into sales, to develop some skills and common knowledge which you can later apply in your business. If you want to be an athlete, for example, you might say, well, I would want to be this person who is in shape, who is fit. Obviously, you got to put in the actions, the habits. You got to make sure you eat clean. You got to make sure you work out every day. You got to make sure you sleep 8 hours every single day. So that's what I want you to take away from this video. If you have a goal, you need to align your identity with this goal to become the person who can actually achieve this goal. If you want to be in shape, you need to become the person who actually puts in all the actions to eventually get to the result. And a little bonus tip I will give you as well is to, once you have written this down and you have also drew yourself the character and the characteristics of this person to achieve this goal, you don't have to focus on the goal anymore. You only have to focus on these daily habits, on the systems that are gonna eventually bring you to your goal. So, for example, if you want to be this person who's in shape, for example, you say, I want to be 85 kilograms with 15% body fat. You don't have to think about all these numbers all day. Oh, right now I'm 90 kilos, but I want to be 85. No, you don't have to do this. Once you have a proper meal plan in play, you have a proper workout plan, the only thing you need to focus on is to execute on those plans every single day. Make sure you eat the right stuff, make sure you do the right workout every single day, and the 85 kilos and 15% body fat will eventually come. This is like, how would you say it? It's not possible to not achieve that goal once you keep yourself accountable to the systems that are gonna bring you to the goal. I hope this is clear to you. Let me know what you think. To me, it makes sense. If you think it doesn't make sense or it does make sense, just let me know. I would love to hear from you so I can help you in another video, and we speak tomorrow again. Cheers.